Jay from Team DMA at it again with another video. So this video is going to be regarding the current format. Not necessarily my opinion or what I think, because none of those things matter, only the facts. Because that's what we do in my channel, because I don't like to waste my time, because everything can be seen from a different perspective from every individual's point of view. So it's just better to concentrate on the facts, because at that point it doesn't really matter what you think. The facts are the facts. That's how you always find the correct solution. And I was asked a question by one of the members, but I have been asked questions about it as long as I can remember regarding the current status of Yu-Gi-Oh! And right now, today is Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. And basically the format being with the new ban list coming in a few days, which was already released a few days ago. And it's going to be transitioning to like a new era and playing under this new ban list and whatnot on TCG. As you already know, I only tend to cover TCG because it's the one that produces a lot of money for me and a lot of money for other people. Other like Master Duel stuff like that doesn't provide anything for me. Some people it does, because they have YouTube and they generate money because of their subscribers, so that's good for them. But I don't do that. So even before I used YouTube, there was a lot of income coming in from YouTube at least 15 years before. So that's why I'm really comfortable with the TCG. So moving forward from there, the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the TCG is actually, very simply put, it's extremely complicated and very hard. So all the famous YouTubers that you follow, including yourself, you people who watch the channel or on Team DMA, or I know there's a lot of people, there's probably somewhere around 50 or 60 people that follow the channel. I know because when I go on, right now, my studio shut down because someone tried to overtake my YouTube channel. Like they try to hack it. So I changed a lot of stuff, but the hacking left the studio locked. And that's why I opened some other YouTube channels so I can use the thumbnails over there. But this one's locked, but it doesn't matter because I can still use it. And I can still unlock it by talking to YouTube and sending like a request. But basically what's going on is it's extremely difficult. It's not slowing down, and it's getting only harder and harder. And since 2020, I was probably the only YouTuber on YouTube warning people that it was going to get worse. So it's not really like I'm negative or I'm trying to get people to be worried or like that. No, it's more like I'm just telling people the truth. Like whether you believe it or not, that doesn't matter at all. It's just the facts, and that's it. So there's a lot of things that are going on in Yu-Gi-Oh! To either override that or like do a U-turn or maneuver around it. But the TCG in itself is very difficult. And there's a lot of negations and interruptions. And that's one of the reasons why people hate my channel, because I don't base it off of what I think or what I feel or what somebody else said or somebody else thinks. I just base it off the raw truth. And the truth is, it's hard to have fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, because your favorite deck, you can't play it if you want to win. You can play your deck, but you're not going to win any duels. So you have to play a lot of decks that are popular and seen a lot more play on YCS events, decks that are broken. And like channels like from the group, like DC or Black Ghost or even Matrix, and there's a few other people who play in the Discord. They play broken decks where if you go to their channels, like don't take my word, like who cares what Jay says, go to their channel. Who cares what I say, go to their channel and go see them duel. And they're establishing somewhere around 6 to 8 negates per turn. And basically their opponent has nothing to do. The only thing they can do is surrender. There's no other routes. You can't special summon, you can't play spells, can't play traps. And then when you're playing cards, they're just basically negating you. They negate you 3 times and there's still 4 more negates after that you have to go through. So, and then all of the cards you have, you don't have them no more because they're removing it all from play. So to put it to you simply, you're wasting their time because they're too broken. So the people experiencing those duels are not having fun. Now they're gonna lie to you and tell you they're having fun, but that's a lie, because I'm going to, for a few seconds, I'm going to talk for them. Imagine I'm them and I'm gonna tell you I'm having a lot of fun. I never win any duels. So then you would have to analyze that, and then you should quickly come to the realization that, wait a minute, this guy's full of shit, because how can I never win a duel and I'm having fun? So you see, that's the reality. So the reality is you're not having fun and you're stressing, but you're hiding it. So then who are the people that are having fun? The people who are playing broken decks are having fun. So, but the most of the majority are not. And you can go on to any YouTube channel, like type in on top YouTube or type in any deck and watch their videos and their channels carefully. Pretty much like more than 95% of them suck, because if you grab a pen and a paper and you're seeing their duels, they're not going through any negations. And then I've seen a lot of famous YouTubers that have like 80,000 subscribers, and I see them play Dark Magician, and they trick the community into you thinking they're good. But when you analyze their board, all they have is a Dragoon. They don't have anything else, and they show you that they win. So that means that they suck, because Dragoon by itself can't win against tier 1 and tier 0s. Take it from me, I do against all the national decks. No one else is doing it. They can't show you that content because they can't win. Even if they're not playing Dark Magician, they can't beat those decks. Because how can they win if you can't play your spells? How can they win if they can't special summon? You can't access your Astro deck. How do you win? They can't. It's impossible. They can't show you those duels. I can, but they can't. They can't show you that. So the reality is, a lot of people are not having fun. So that's why this current format is more negative than positive. It's more negative because people are not able to have fun. So people like to act surprised, like, oh, we didn't know this, or this is new information. No, it's not. It's old news. How can you not know that? What rock have you been under? So the question is, how do you solve it? You know, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of ways to solve it, but I can name a few. The first one is to do it like me, which you want to have fun with your favorite deck, so you have to switch your deck away from what's popular. Your deck can't look like anybody else's deck. It has to be different. What do you mean by that, Jay? All the cards in your deck have to help you win, not help you feel good. So most of the cards you don't like them, but you win most of all your duels. So as time progresses, you start liking the cards you hate, and you start disliking the cards you used to love. So you transition onto liking to win over liking the cards you like. It's kind of like people say, like, oh, I like an Integra LS because they can afford it, or because they're so cheap they can give it to you for free. But in reality, if you want to win with more horsepower, or if you want to race it, you're gonna have to upgrade to like a GSR or a Type R and do some weight cut. But you don't like those cars. You like the basic model that has no VTEC. But you're gonna have to be forced to buy or drive something you don't like to win, because your heart, your emotional state is with something else. So that's all I'm saying. Your heart belongs to something else, but to win, you have to leave that behind and go somewhere. And that's what happens in life, right? A lot of people, they don't want to leave their job that they're at because their heart and their emotions are there, or they work there too much, and they've established a family, and they're with their boss and with their coworkers. But it's actually not good, because you're not winning in life. You don't have enough money to support yourself or a family. And sometimes after people have a baby, you're forced to leave that, and you're forced to do something better. You can provide more for yourself, more income. Or like the smart people, they leave all that and they go to school and they get a degree and they earn more money like that. So Yu-Gi-Oh is the same way. If you want to have fun, there's other ways to do it. So Jay, what other ways are there to have fun? Well, we're going to talk about some of the things right now, but I wanted to move on to, well, here, let's look at this. This is another way that people are turning to something called the GOAT format. So I don't know if you know what that is, but the GOAT format is, I believe, like in 2005, June or July 2005, I believe, something like that. There was a GOAT format called GOAT format. Is based off of the scapegoat. So I think I have, let me pause the video so I can go to what cards were available. Okay, so here we go. We got the GOAT format, and then you can read there. And basically it tells you. And then as you scroll here, if I'm going too fast, just go back on the video. This is just a further explanation of what it is. A lot of people know what this is. So a lot of channels, when you type it into YouTube, they're famous YouTubers, and they left TCG, they left Master Duel, they left everything, and they went to an era where they say it's funner, and I can't argue with that because they're right. So here are the sets that you can play in the GO format. There's a lot of them, you can read them all. But basically, like I said, I can't go based on of my opinion, because that's trash. I need to base it on the facts, which is more real, because that's what my channel is about, being more honest and more real, and nothing to do with me or my opinions. And because people want results. If you want to be a help or a guide, you have to give them facts, not feelings. So this is an option for people. If you're not having fun in TCG or Master Duel, you can leave them and go to the GOAT format. So what is the big secret of format? Why people enjoy it? Because the GOAT format is even. Your opponent has the same cards you have. It all depends on who is more technical, better at technical play. Your opponent activates scapegoats, then you activate scapegoats as well, like that. It's even, and it's anybody's game. But in the current TCG, that's not the case. Yeah, that's not what's going on. That's not the case. So let me go back to the other. So here we are. Like I was saying, there's other ways. So some people are not having fun on the TCG and they go to Master Duel. Then you have Duel Links. So the company already knows that people are not happy. The company already knows people can't afford cards. The company knows everything because they're the ones that produce the card and they're the ones that get your money. So they know everything. At least in the regards of Yu-Gi-Oh! If at any point you think you know more than the company, that means you're already finished. They got you right where they want you to be. You can use them to have information, but they always know more than you do. So they're providing all these different ways to ensure you're having fun. Duel Links, Duel Nexus, and all this stuff. And you have there's another one, Duel Rush, and there's a lot of them. There's another dual crossover or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. You have Duel Links, and then you have the GOAT format. There's all these different things that people are going. So you can go to all these other places to have fun. So if we go back to TCG, because that's where I specialize on, because that's what I do. I stay where nobody else wants to stay. Where, Jay? Where you have 10 or more negates per turn. Can't play spells, can't special summon, can't play traps. That's where I stay. I stay where everyone runs away from it. Why? Because I want to show the community the Dark Magician that's the weakest of all the decks. If I'm lying, then why don't you type in on YouTube, if you have 2 hours free in your life, type in on YouTube tier list with a pen and a paper. After you listen to 50 or 100 famous YouTubers, you're gonna find out that none of them include Dark Magician in the list. If they do, he's at the very bottom of the rogue deck. It's not like at the beginning, that's at the end. They'll include decks that have no negations, meaning you can play whatever you want, and they'll still include Dark Magician under that. Dark Magician is considered to be the bottom of the barrel. But what I do is I show people they're lying, because I take the weakest deck and I crush these undefeated and OP overpowered decks with the Dark Magician deck to show you it's not true. You can't have fun and you can't win and you can't crush nationals. But the reality is you're not gonna be playing the cards that you like. You're not gonna be having that much fun. Now me, because I've been playing the format that I'm playing since 2009, it's been 4 years, I'm already used to it. So I like these cards. I didn't like them before, but I like them now. And mainly everything I talk about is going first, because people should know it's very important that you understand going first is like the day and going second is like the night. They're two different worlds. When you go first, all you want to do is establish a lot of negations and go through a lot of negations, because your opponent hasn't set up the board yet. But when you go second, that's different. When you go second, you have to have a lot of board breaking cards. At that point, yes, you can play hand traps. Yes, you can play 3 super poly. Yes, you can play kaijus. Yes, you can play all that. Even I include some of those cards going second. No hand traps, but I do include more of the other cards like kaijus and more super poly, stuff like that. And that is the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the TCG, it's not fun. It's only fun for a small group. You have to be playing the broken deck. So moving away from that, like I said, another way is to go, like I said, into the GOAT format or go to Master Duel. And that's why a lot of people are leaving and going to Master Duel, because they find more fun in Master Duel, because the decks that they love are strong over there. But when you bring those decks to the TCG, they're trash. So they love to go to Master Duel because the decks that suck on TCG are strong in Master Duel. But then I tried to play Master Duel and I can only play about 30 cards in my AC 130. 10 cards, I can't play them. So I'm actually playing like 29. 10 cards, I can't play them because it's either semi-limited or they're banned. So I can't play them. So my deck is not as powerful as I want it to be. So that's why I'm staying in TCG, because I get all the cards I need and I can crush these tier 1, tier 0s. So people might ask, because I have to end the video already, but people are going to ask, Jay, how do you know then if people are having fun or not fun? Because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2, and in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2, there's a little bit of robots, not that many. Like if I have 100 duels, maybe 1 or 2 are robots. And they're like, Jay, how do you know that? Because I have interactions with them. I'm having a verbal conversation. On the bottom left, there's white letters. And people haven't noticed when I'm dueling, I'm having a conversation. I'm talking to them. Like I tell them, how's your day? Do you like the format? What deck do you play? And they're talking to me. So what I noticed is when I play my Dark Magician deck at full power, you can't play spells. You can't special summon. And you can't special summon spawn because I have floodgates. So you can only bring 1 or 1 monster. So they try to use Feather Duster or like those stupid cards like Lightning Vortex, and I'm already ready for them because I have back row protection. So when they play the cards, they're burned. And then they play Kaijus, and that doesn't affect me. It only helps me. They play Skill Drain. They play all these broken cards, evenly match and negate it, or they play whatever. It doesn't matter what card they play and negate it all. So then on the comments on the bottom, they say I'm a faggot and they want me to die, and they talk bad about my family and they talk bad about me. So what I'm noticing is they say my deck is cancer. They say I'm cancer. So what I'm noticing is when I completely shut down so that they can play any cards, they hate me. They want me to die. But if I don't stop them from playing their cards, then they become happy. So that's why I'm saying the TCG is negative, because you can't have fun because you can't play anything. So I become cancer. I have to. There's no other way, because I'm like the people that are the problem. What is the problem? The broken decks that don't let you play anything. I become the problem like them. But you see, I don't become the problem to bully people. I become the problem to punish those people. My job as a Dark Magician player is to punish the people that make you angry. If you've ever gone against 6 to 10 negations and you lost and you feel sad, that's why I exist. I exist to bully them. They bullied you, now it's their turn. I make them feel what you felt. You felt hopeless, and they took away your happiness. So then I do a similar way to them, kind of like vengeance. I avenge you. So what I do is I go, and they're thinking I'm the regular player. No special summons, can't draw cards, no spells. And then what I do is I maneuver around all that, and I don't care. I still win. I'm not lying, see my duels. So then after that, they start calling me all kinds of insults, and they hate me, they want me to die, they want my house to burn, all this evil stuff. So then they feel like people felt when they were bullied. I'm giving them a taste of their own medicine, but by doing that, I've also become poisoned because I'm part of the problem now. So when I do against other people, like when I play in my tournaments, I don't play broken cards. People haven't noticed that. People say like, well, if Jay or Julifer is so powerful, how come he doesn't win any of his tournaments? Imagine if I hosted tournaments so I could crush everyone, then I would be poisoned. Because all I'm doing is showing off. I can't let you play special summons. You can't play any spells, no traps. You have no effects. That's cruel. I don't want to do that. So what I do is I take out all the broken cards to where you can special summon. If you play Feather, you win. You can play all your spells. I don't stop people because I oriented more towards having fun. So if you want people to have fun, you have to let them do what they want. That's how people have fun. So people are going to say, Jay, you're lying. No, I'm not. Because I have proof of what I'm saying. On my comments, when I'm dueling on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2, when I don't stop people's spells, I don't stop their special summon. Like I let them play, and the duel feels like evenly. Like I lost one round, he won the other. Next round I win, he lost the other. I'm sorry, the turn. On the bottom, they put GG, which means good game. And some people actually become my friends. Like, there's a lot of people who are on my channel that became my friends because I let them win when I was playing TCG. So why did I do that? Because I'm not interested in hurting anyone's feelings. I'm not interested in feeling like I'm the best. I'm more interested in catering to people and having fun. Because having fun means you get to play. It's like a sensation you get a feeling of accomplishment, I guess, in a sense. But whenever you stop everyone from playing everything, then they get triggered. They get angry. So they take the fun out of fun. So that's why people hate floodgates, because they take the fun out of it. But not really. It's more like because you suck. Because if you were more like me, who cares what card they play? You can maneuver around it. So yeah, so that's my take on it, just the facts. To do a really quick recap, TCG is poisonous because you can't play anything. It's too difficult. It's only getting worse every year. It's not getting better. Even with the ban list, there's still too many broken cards, and you're not allowed to play your fun decks. People like Yasin, famous YouTuber, and I mention him a lot because he's right in almost everything he says, because at least he's honest. And even he said, my favorite deck is Cyber Dragons. And me, like Jay Juliford, one of my favorite decks is Cyber Dragons too. But I can't play it because I won't be able to win. Some people love heroes, but you won't be able to win with heroes. Not when you can't play any spells or no special summon. Or when they trigger barriers so that you can't fusion. You can't win. So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying if you want to have fun, probably TCG is not for you. Unless you're playing with your friends, then yeah. So that's just my take on it. It's very difficult. It's not for everyone, and it's hard to have fun. Even with the ban list, it's very difficult. Now the question directed at me, so I can end the video right now, is what about you, Jay? Are you having fun? Absolutely. Why? Because I'm just as poisonous as they are. They can't play anything. They don't let me play anything, and I don't let them play anything. But I can maneuver around their negations, but they can't maneuver against mine. So I became the problem. In trying to find the solution, all that happened was I became the problem. So that's why if you're having fun leaving TCG to go play the GOAT format, then do that. If you're having fun leaving TCG to play Master Duel, then do that. If you're having fun going to Duel Links, then just do that. Do whatever's fun. The only other solution is playing with your friends, because your friends might play a format that's not so broken and you can have fun. So that's what I've noticed. When it's an even duel, people have fun. But when it's an uneven duel, when you can play nothing that's not fun for you, instead you just get brokenhearted. That's pretty much it. Hopefully that made some sense. And a lot of people already know what the state it is. It's more like I'm establishing this broken board with 10, 12 negates. Do something about it. And that's what it is right now. The funny thing about me is they established 10 negates. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to win. So then people are wondering like, well, Jay, do you ever lose? Do you ever lose? Yes, I do. How is that? Because I have 6 to 10 negates and I can't maneuver around it every time. I can maneuver around it sometimes I can't. Because in order to maneuver through all that all the time, then I would have to leave Dark Magician and play another deck. But I found a way to have fun because I play Dark Magician. But with cards that I don't like. Why? Because those cards that I don't like are cards that make me win. So hopefully all of this was helpful and you understand it. If you have more questions or concerns, let me know. And that's basically the take on TCG. It's cancerous, you can't play anything, it's only getting worse. So that's why I didn't want to talk about this, because it's negative. I like more of the positive side of things. So it's just the reality, you guys. So if you want to have fun, you want to play some nice duels, you can come over to your Pro 2 and play with me. I'll be nice enough not to include 2 broken cards, or you can come to Team DMA and play in the tournament. We're going to be hosting a tournament pretty soon in a few months. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And special thanks to Black Ghost and DC for always commenting on the videos and giving me ideas always. And also Matrix, he's always there to help 24/7. And everybody else, all my subscribers, all the new subscribers, and any content that you want to see or other videos, let me know so I can work on it. And then also, hopefully nobody was offended with Dark Mission Girl twerking the other day. I thought it was funny, and then also it was just it was an anniversary, so it had to be something funny and cool. So sorry about that if you were offended. And with that having been said, you guys, God bless, take care, Dark Magic Attack.